This is episode 10. Very, very hard to believe that we've been doing this for this long. As you can tell, I am hosting this week because both of my co-hosts are on the road, or really away from home, I should say, because Ron is somewhere on a ship and not with us this evening. And we're hoping Daniel will find his way on here, but he hasn't yet. And Ryan is on the road, but he is joining us from the road. So hopefully he will have a better connection time than yours truly did a couple weeks ago. We'll find out. And since we knew Ron wasn't going to be here and we didn't know, what might happen or what might not, we've got a guest for you tonight too. So without further ado, folks, let's talk some football. All right, folks, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and bring up our co-host for tonight. So first, again, joining us from the road, we've got Ryan and Mel.
Woo! Mel's driving. I'm on the road.
So that means that Ryan will probably get to do most of the picking tonight. So there's that. So he'll only have himself to blame. And then for those of you that got the notification on YouTube, it's already been spoiled for you tonight. But yes, Nerd Herd invasion of Tailgate Trash Talk Live. Ascalon is here.
Hey, everybody. I'm so happy to be here tonight.
Our resident Auburn fan is here tonight.
Well, Georgia Tech now. I'm kind of leaving Auburn behind and going back to my roots.
So we can get down for that. Let me go ahead and start this off because you're going to hear it all night here on the show, folks. Every time you turn around, it's going to be said by somebody, except Ascalon. But yep, hashtag Ron's fault.
Hashtag Ron's fault.
We love you, Ron. There are so many things we can blame on you, Ron. Because heaven forbid you go on a cruise and leave Ryan and me to our own devices. Now, to Ron's credit, he did go ahead and he sent me the 2-minute drill games. So I have those. I didn't have to pick them myself. And our big four. So I've got that. But we have no rundown. We had, as you saw, the intro video you saw for this week was reliving the other really, really bad Tennessee loss from earlier this year. So 2 weeks in a row, I've had that thrown in my face with Alabama and Georgia.
And that's all my bad. I totally forgot that. I'm usually the one that puts that together, and I forgot. When we got on the road, I was like, I didn't do the new intro.
But what else we do not have is our record from last week, because Ron has our records, and we don't have an updated field for you. So next week, we'll have two 2-minute drill records. So that'll be two folks getting to spin the wheel, unless we tie like last week's horrible trend went. And
Right.
And we'll have a majorly updated field by next week. But what we decided to do when we get to this point a little later on, guys, when we get to the 2-minute drill and our big four over the fourth quarter, if Daniel is still not able to join us and be on, then we will let you members that are here watching us in the chat make the selections for Ron's picks, so that we won't let Ascalon pick for Ron because he might do him dirty. So we'll let the chat
I
pick,
would never do
and
that.
Ascalon will
Never.
have his own column, like we gave Jason his own column a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I feel special.
So let's see who has made it in with us tonight. And very shockingly, first in the chat is Scott. So welcome in, Scott. Hope you're able to tune in and listen to us while you get ready for what I'm sure is going to be some incredible Halloween trivia tonight. And hopefully, my old self can stay up so I can give Ascalon a run for his money. And then Mitch is right behind him. He must have gotten that Ascalon notification.
Yep.
And here he is in spirit. Ron is here in spirit. So thank you, Ron, for joining. Yeah, again, we feel your presence. Samire is here. Welcome in, Samire. And Mitch says the ratings are about to go up because we have Ascalon and not Ron. And Ron
right.
might be fired for
Hashtag
good.
Ron's fault. He can't defend himself either.
I don't know. See, we can't fire Ron from his own show. So
Yeah, that would be
Ryan,
bad.
I mean,
True.
it's not going to happen. DeFam says, so I don't know if this is Daniel or if it's Ron from the ocean saying having technical difficulties, but surprise, surprise. I did notice, Ron, that you didn't set up a stream to go out tonight, so this isn't even going to show up on DeFam Adventures channel. Let's see. Miss Najuma Brown is in the house. Welcome in. Oh, Cheryl's here. Welcome
Yep, she came in
Miss
on my
Cheryl.
side too, so I was going to tell you that if she didn't show up on yours.
Yeah, we'll have mine and we'll have Ascalon's that I'll be able to see. So yes, if you're able to keep up with yours, feel free to shout out those folks. And Scotty J is in the house. Scotty J, we might actually be talking some Arkansas football here in a little bit. And Miss Cheryl says to drop your link so that she can sub. Oh, and look, it is Daniel, not Ron, the other co-host. Daniel, you have a name. You can say it's the better one.
That's right.
And
Tell
Cheryl,
Daniel to look in the college football chat on Facebook if he's got access to it. I reposted the link. Maybe they didn't have the old link that you sent. That brings him in.
yeah, hopefully. I mean, it should be the same link because it goes to the studio, so
Yeah.
the link shouldn't change. Cheryl, we knew you love trash talking. And then Danny D is in the house. And Scotty J cannot disappoint. He's not a hog fan. He's a cock fan.
Heck yeah.
Things we should know. Well,
Blow Southerners.
we're 10
Go
minutes
Jays, go
in.
Gamecocks.
We're 10. He's not that kind. He specifically put USC in there so that you wouldn't get too happy, Ryan.
Oh, it's not Jack Stick. Boo!
So let me go ahead and say this straight off the top. We can't bury the lead, y'all. Cannot bury the lead. It's 8-10. We have got to start with the biggest news in the world. And y'all know me because y'all been watching this show for 10 weeks. The best news in the world happened this weekend. And
Lay it down on us.
That awful, disgusting man, Brian Kelly, no longer is a head football coach.
Nope.
You've been waiting to say that since the news dropped.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Brian Kelly is no more. The only bad thing is I don't hate another football coach like I do Brian Kelly. So there's nobody for me to get super excited about, basically trashing on. Because yeah, Jess is in another room. She goes, but you're really happy about it. I am very happy about it.
Oh yeah, you are.
And Ryan and Ron can attest because I sent several things about it in our group chat over the weekend.
Yep. Now you might actually like bet on LSU since he's no longer there, so you don't have to bet against him anymore.
Correct. I no longer have to pick against Brian because I have nothing against LSU. Absolutely nothing against LSU. Don't hate LSU. Just hated Brian Kelly. Now, I will say this. I saw something today on CBS that literally made me throw up a little bit in my mouth. And Ascalon, I apologize in advance because you're going to have the same reaction that I did to it. And it was somebody that did, one of their journalists that did like a coaching carousel, what have you. Like, if this happens, then this will happen. And this basically a domino effect. And what he just said, he's throwing it out there. Not that he has any insight, almost like a fan fiction thing. Basically, what he said was, and he laid out like four different scenarios and the ramifications. But this one in particular started with Shane Beamer leaving USC and going home to daddy's home at Virginia Tech. And that when he left USC, would need another coach to come in, SEC caliber, SEC roots. They had USC trying to get Brent Key from Georgia Tech. I don't see him leaving for USC.
No,
thank goodness.
I don't think so.
But that's what they. But here's the throw up part. Guess who they had replacing Brent Key at Georgia Tech?
Are you about to say Brian Kelly?
Brian.
Oh, no.
It's like the reverse George O'Leary.
Yeah.
If Brian Kelly came to work at Georgia Tech, first, I don't think it would happen because I feel like Tech's athletic department and their entire organization would not let a man of his character come in and work because he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Like the stories you hear about him behind the scenes, he's just not a good person. So, like, this couldn't have happened to a worse individual. The other day when I was sick, I literally said this to Chad because I picked him up from school and he was like, "How are you doing? How you feeling?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't feel great." I said, "This is one of those things that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy." And I paused. I said, "I'd wish it on Brian Kelly, but I wouldn't wish it on anybody else in the world." And I was like, "That's actually a pretty good dig."
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank goodness. But like ultimately, what it is, it's something with my medicine. Like I had to go have labs done on Tuesday, and I'm supposed to have a virtual appointment with my doctor tomorrow. So hopefully she'll have some answers for me, and we'll be able to move on. Because I mean, the positive thing is, since I started this medicine a little over 2 months ago, I've lost 25 pounds.
Wow.
Like
That's
I am, I know we said a couple weeks ago, I think on the Nerd Herd, it was a huge deal because I was under 200 pounds for the first time in a long time. I am under 190 pounds
Wow.
for the first time, probably since my early 20s when Jess and I probably first got married, thereabouts. Like I haven't been at like 189, 188 is about where I'm at, and I haven't seen that in 20 years.
That's
So
awesome.
it's something else. So, and I know that's the medicine 100%. But and Danny's like, "It's Mel. I heard Mel."
Yep. Mel is driving, so you only get to hear her because I've got my passenger light on, which is why you can see me a little bit. But
And then we got Daniel chiming in. Yes, I don't think that this is a good look at all. When politics and politicians start, this is when things get really ugly and messy. That that it's going to be the board of trustees that pick the next head coach and not the AD. I think it's going to be pretty darn ugly there at LSU. But I tell you what, I'd give my right arm to be Lane Kiffin right now. Because Lane Kiffin is going to have his choice of whatever job in the country he wants, and he's going to be able to command a market. So even if he wants to stay at Ole Miss, he is going to earn himself a pretty big payday. because Florida is going to come with deep pockets. LSU is going to come with deep pockets. And I wouldn't be surprised if the New York Giants come with
Yeah.
deep pockets to hook him up with Scatabo and Jackson Dart again at the NFL level and give him another opportunity. But I don't know if he would want to do that and make the jump to the NFL. Oh, look out. We have a Ron posing as a Darlene. Hello, Ron. Hashtag
We know
Ron's
your
fault.
tricks, sir.
Yep.
Yeah,
See, this is Ron.
I think didn't Kiffin have like a kind of a sour relationship with the Raiders? So I wonder if
Yes.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't want to go back to the
It was
NFL.
ugly. Him going from Tennessee to Oakland and then back. It was not pretty. It wasn't as ugly as Bobby Petrino, but it was ugly.
I think he was only there for what, like a year or two. And
Yeah, he
then,
was not there long.
yeah.
He was there long enough to run Oakland into the ground. Lane Kiffin. So it reminds me of that Will Ferrell quote from Zoolander. So hot right now. So hot.
Yeah, it just seems like certain coaches are better suited for the college level, and then others are more suited for the NFL. Some can make that jump,
But
they can
not
do
many.
well at
I
the
mean,
college and professional level.
look at
But
how bad Saban was.
yeah,
I think that's the one that shocked me more than anything
well, I
else.
think Saban didn't like the whole lifestyle with the NFL players too,
No.
and that's why I think he got out of the college game when all this NIL stuff started
Yeah,
because
he hates it.
it kind of turned it into like a mini NFL. So
He absolutely hates it. Well, we're at the end, or we're actually already into the second quarter. So this would make Ron proud because we haven't even talked about this yet. But have you had a chance to look at the AP Top 25 this week?
Yeah, I
I'm
did
looking at it
take a
now.
look at it. There was nothing like humongous, other
Uh-huh.
than we were talking about it last week, or we were talking about it in the chat with Notre Dame because of the loss and like where are they sitting. So I see that they're still hanging out at 12 on
Yeah,
the poll.
Yeah.
and I'm okay with them there, even if they are the first two-loss team. Because again, look at who their losses were to. It's okay where they're sitting as a result of that. Don't try to force them up unless people above them lose. Um, what I will say is I'm I'm happy for BYU for finally being in the top 10
Yep,
because
they
they
just
should be.
squeaked in. Yeah,
I'm upset for Georgia Tech. They did not deserve to be knocked down a peg
Yeah.
or one.
right
I
for
mean,
8-0.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's one spot, but how are you going to justify moving any team above them where they currently are as they're still undefeated?
right.
And hold on, look, Daniel says Miami and BYU are tied for 10. Well, that's good enough for me. It's good enough for me for BYU.
True.
And Daniel says that he has the records for last week's picks. So if you can get on, Daniel,
Yeah,
we can talk about that. But BYU deserves to be top 10. And then if you look at the back end, it's exactly like I said. We could throw 5 new teams in to that 18 to 25 every single week and have justification for all of them being there.
yep.
If there's one team that I think has a very legitimate gripe right now, it's Navy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Navy.
Yeah, they're still undefeated.
They are still
Yeah.
undefeated, and if you look at the AP poll, they would technically be 26th. They are the first team out right now of the rankings. But to be undefeated this far into the season and unranked, it's a shame. And Navy is one of our big 4 games this week. So
It is.
we'll see how everybody has them faring here in a little bit, and if they stay undefeated and end up ranked, or if they take their first loss.
And I wonder if it's because they had several close wins. I think that's what I was wondering because I was like, they should be in the top 25. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that might be why.
And Mr. Rick is in. Welcome in, Rick. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you joining us as we talk a little trash here. And look, Ron from the seas. Navy will be able to. They can if they can beat North Texas, then they absolutely can. So we'll have to see what everybody selects or picks there. Let's talk about, because again, this has been a topic that we brought up every week. It's time for a Tokyo Toe update.
Yes, how's he doing?
And the update is really, really easy this week because Hawaii had a bye. So,
Ah, so
so
his record is still untarnished.
correct. He is still a perfect 20 for 20 on field goals.
Has the golden toe.
Yep.
Still has the golden
Mhm.
YouTube toe.
Still perfect on extra points. So, look, Ron says Navy has to beat Notre Dame and North Texas to be right. I don't think so, Ron. Or Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. I think if they beat North Texas this week, they'll be right. They will be one of those 5 that falls in on the back end from 18 to 25. And I know that's 7, but still, I think it was only 5 that shot in here that were unranked. But if they beat North Texas, they'll be. If they beat Notre Dame, they'll shoot way up the board. They'll still be ranked behind Notre Dame with 3 losses, but they will shoot and be in the mids. But again, got to beat North Texas first.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. I've got another statistic that I want to read to y'all that I saw earlier today that to me is really, really, really surprising. Okay. The worst records versus power conference teams in the last 2 seasons. Okay. The worst record is Purdue. Oh, how the Boilermakers have fallen. 0-16.
Oof.
They haven't won a game in 2 years against a power conference school.
Wow.
Okay. Oklahoma State is next. Shouldn't be too surprising, and why Gundy is already gone. The next 2 I'm actually surprised about because neither one of these coaches, in my opinion, are on the hot seat. But Kentucky and Mississippi State only have 1 win apiece against power conference. They are 1-13 in 2 years. That's it. But I don't think either of their coaches are on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Florida State is next at 2-13.
Wow.
They beat Bama.
Yeah.
One of those 2. But here's the main reason I had to bring this up. Auburn is 4-11.
Wow. I'm not surprised by that.
4-11.
No.
That don't work on the plains.
No.
I'm floored. Hugh Freeze.
I am
still has a job.
Shocked that he does. I am.
I'm very curious because I have a feeling Hugh Freeze will be gone. I'm very curious as to who Auburn tries to bring in.
I need Malzahn back. Anyways.
No. That experiment did not go over well.
I know, but
if we're going to talk about guys coming back, I need Coach O back at LSU bad. And
I would be fine with that.
I love Coach O. Because where Brian Kelly does not get the culture, Coach O is the culture of Louisiana. Look, we got Daniel giving us some more statistics here. Navy has the toughest remaining schedule out of the American Conference teams. North Texas, Notre Dame, USF, and Memphis. It's very, very possible that they could lose all 4 of those games.
Yeah. Especially to Notre Dame and Memphis. But South Florida's doing pretty well too.
South Florida only has the 2 losses.
Yep.
1 to Memphis that they shouldn't have lost, and then the 1 to Miami where they got just hammered. But all right, let's go ahead and while we're in the final 5 minutes here, let's go into the 2-minute drill. Ryan, are you good?
No, hang on. I've got some bad disconnection. Give me a second.
Okay, you're fine. We can wait on you, Daniel. Since you're in the chat, I won't let the audience pick for you. You can just type in your picks, and I will write them down for Defam Adventures here. Because yes, I printed off my sheet today, and then I went and left my sheet at work. So old school. I busted out my nice Eddie Lugo Studios pen here to hopefully bring us all good luck on these picks tonight. So, like we usually do with Ron when he does these, he likes to keep Ryan's team and my team on here. So even though they have again already played, so if you paid attention, these are gimme picks. So we will start with KSU, Kennesaw State University, my alma mater, against the UTEP Miners. So Ryan, who you got?
I think I'm back. You guys hear me? Because I just got distortion on audio. I don't know if
We
it's my phone or not.
we can hear you, but yeah, there's distortion, there's
Yeah.
crackling.
Yeah, there's definitely a rattling that I'm getting.
Uh-oh.
So I'll put Ryan down at the bottom while he works that out. Hopefully he can. Hold on. Ooh, look.
Hang on, I'll be back in. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. So Daniel, whenever you want, you can write in your pick for this one. Raymond, who you got?
KSU.
KSU. Yours truly has KSU. We will wait and see what Daniel says and what Ryan say. But for those of you that paid, there's Daniel with KSU, and we'll let Ryan come back in here in a minute. But for those of you that don't know, KSU on Tuesday night, they did defeat the UTEP Miners, and in the first year of bowl eligibility for them, they are bowl eligible.
Nice.
Nobody picked KSU to have more than 3 victories on the season, and they have 6 already.
That's impressive. That's awesome.
Man, Jerry Mack has brought some culture and some swagger to Kennesaw State. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going bowling.
Awesome.
So, next up, Ryan's team. Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee State University. You still crackling, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's only in this browser for some reason.
That's weird.
It's going to be navigator for a second.
They closed the road, so I'm trying to navigate on the fly as well.
Oh,
You
goodness.
stay up here and bend to the right.
Okay, well,
Kennesaw State and
Yeah.
Jacksonville State.
okay, KSU and JSU for Ryan. As who you got, Jack State or MTSU?
Jack State.
All righty. Daniel says Jack State.
Keep going.
I
Did you
say
see what Daniel put really quick?
yay KSU. Time to lose the rest of the games. They could. It doesn't matter. We'll still be bowl eligible. Somebody will take us, which I will take, and I will buy whatever the bowl game shirt is just to have that.
Nice.
So all 4 of us are now 2-0 to start this week because
Woo.
both teams have already played. Both teams have already run. KSU and JSU may be on a collision course for the biggest rivalry game in the history of our schools, which would be great. So that leads us into games that have yet to be played, and I believe all of these are Saturday games. So I don't think any of these are on tonight
Follow this now.
or on tomorrow night. Rick giving us an NFL update. The Dolphins are up 3-0 against the Ravens. Ravens are having a bad year. Dolphins are having an even worse year, but I think I would be pulling for the Dolphins in this scenario. So,
Back on the road.
Okay.
all right, next game. Here we go. We've got Duke at Clemson. Ryan, who you got?
I'm going to go with Clemson.
Ascalon.
Give me the Tigers.
Daniel, write it in there because yours truly, I am taking Clemson as well.
All right.
So that means when he puts Clemson, Duke's going to win.
Duke's going to win.
Well,
We
he
know
put
that.
Duke.
Has he? I haven't seen him write it in yet.
Yeah, it's showing up.
Okay.
There you go.
It just popped up. So
It was
Duke,
showing up on
all
YouTube
right.
first.
Duke and Ron. If Ron wanted Clemson, Ron can cry about it because he can't do anything about it from the ocean.
What
Okay,
happens when you go on vacation?
next game up, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders going on the road to play at Kansas State, the other KSU. Ascalon, who you got?
Kansas State is at home, but I think I'm gonna go with Texas Tech.
Okay, Ryan.
Texas Tech as well. Yep. Even though it's away, I think they're still going to power through and take it.
Yeah,
Yep, I am also in agreement and taking the Red Raiders. Daniel, are we unanimous on this, or are you going KSU?
he went Tech. I can see it before it pops up in
That
EV
is
Mucks.
weird.
Yeah,
Kansas State can't ride their rivalry win. Yeah, well, they did. They destroyed Kansas, didn't
yeah, they
they?
did. I was not expecting that to be a blowout like that.
All right, Ryan. Here you go. Here's your game. Georgia, Florida. Who you got?
We're going to go Georgia Bulldogs all the way. Beat them Gators.
Ascalon.
I'm going with Georgia.
There is not a whole lot of disagreement tonight. I don't like rooting for Georgia, but I hate Florida. So I will take the Bulldogs
Well,
in
the fact that they
Jacksonville.
always play in Jacksonville instead of the swamp, like I feel.
I think it's so stupid. And there's Daniel saying UGA, go dogs.
Well,
Ron,
because the thing about Jacksonville, Florida still has kind of home field advantage to a certain extent if you think about it. Because
it's a
how
lot
many
closer to
people going to
games.
travel from Athens, Atlanta area all the way down to Jacksonville?
A lot still will, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a huge game.
All right. The Toilet Bowl, Mississippi State and Arkansas.
Oh,
The game is in Arkansas, if that means anything. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm going to go with Arkansas.
Ascalon.
I'm going Arkansas too.
I don't know if I love or hate this. Well, we're all going Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean they're at home, so I think they got it.
So far, we have all picked the exact same stuff, except for Daniel taking Duke over Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay. Big Ten matchup, USC at Nebraska. Who you got? Ascalon.
I think I'm gonna go USC. Picking a lot of people on the road this week.
I noticed that I did the same as well, and
Yeah.
because I also picked USC in this game. Ryan, who you got? Cornhuskers or Trojans?
We're going to go with USC as well.
Okay. Daniel, USC or dang, Mitch, you're fixing the dishwasher. You mean the girls are broken? I thought that was the girls' job to wash the dishes. That you didn't have to clean the dishes, that the girls had to clean the dishes. Rick updated us that the Ravens have scored, so 7-3 Ravens. And then there we go. Looky here. Daniel says Nebraska.
Oh, I see that. I love the
Really?
please pull through.
All righty. Tokyo Toe time, baby. We're picking Hawaii this week. We got Hawaii at San Jose State. Who you got, folks?
I gotta think about that one.
Hey, I am going
Bell said
Hawaii.
we're going Gold.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was not one I had on my
You're
list because I
going
didn't
Toe,
know.
Ryan?
Yeah, we're going to go with Golden Toe in Hawaii.
Okay, so Ryan says Hawaii. I say Hawaii. Daniel says Hawaii. Ascalon, have you decided?
I'm gonna go against y'all this time. I'm gonna go San Jose State.
San Jose State for
Yeah.
Az. All right, ACC matchup. This one is always a good game. Georgia Tech at NC State. Do the Jackets keep the Ramblin' Wreck rolling and undefeated another week?
Go Tech.
All right. Ascalon says Tech. I'm going with Tech as well. Ryan, you got Tech or NC State?
We're going with Tech.
Tech.
We are
Daniel,
going
who
Tech.
you
They're
got?
going hot.
Tech or NC State?
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
I hope not, because he wrote Hawaii not too long ago.
Okay. He said he's a Georgia Tech fan, but NC State is playing too good.
Oh, okie
So I'm
dokie.
assuming he's going with NC State.
All right. I am marking down NC State. Daniel, you can tell me if that is incorrect.
So the feedback's not that speaker. Man,
No.
that was a nice
Okay,
10
yeah, he's
minute
going with State.
detour there. I couldn't turn around though.
Goodness.
That's so crazy. I can see it here first before it pops up
This sounds
in
pretty
here.
Wait, no state?
Oh, no State.
So
Okay.
no state. Who are you picking, Daniel? I am confused. George, are you picking NC State? Okay, NC
Okay.
State. That's what I've got.
Typo.
All right, folks. Last game here of our 2-minute drill. And keeping the tradition alive, we have the Ivy League game. So here is this week's Ivy League game. It is Princeton against Cornell. Okay, Princeton against Cornell. I will go ahead and tell you guys I am picking Princeton for this game.
Yeah, that would be my pick too.
Okay, Ryan, who you got?
Princeton.
Princeton. So Princeton across the board. Congratulations, Cornell, on your upset. Because everybody went Princeton. Okay, so what? Look at that. Mitch, I like what Mitch is thinking. We need a collab between Tailgate Trash Talk and Ascalon Gaming, where Az plays the game and we make the picks. I
I'll
like.
probably just have the computer play it just to see.
So last week, we always talk about our big four from the week before we talk about our current big four. Hold on, did Ryan freeze? Scott, if you're in here, please screenshot Ryan's face right now. Oh, and Mitch says then we have a watch party for the game. That would be good. I like.
And hey, college football, the video game is pretty accurate. It almost predicted who won a national championship last year.
And we know how the viewers tune in for Ascalon's college football stuff. So
Actually, I think the final was one of the teams, and the team that won, yeah. So it was pretty accurate.
let me move. Oh, thank you, Scott.
I got it.
He got it. Goodness, we don't know what's going on with Ryan and Mel. So here's the problem. I've got to go back on my. We've got two Ryan and Mels. Oh my gosh, Ryan is everywhere. Hey, Ryan. Are you frozen? So let me go back and look real quick at our top 4 games from last week because off the top of my head, again, not having the sheet, it's hard for me to remember what our top 4 games were. So let me get through here. Okay, so A&M LSU was one of our top games, which we know how that turned out, and that was fantastic because that was the game that cost Brian Kelly his job. So, yay! Thank you, Mike Elko. Thank you, Texas A&M. I'm not sure. I cannot remember if we all picked that or if somebody picked LSU. I feel like DeFam may have picked LSU.
Yeah, I'm looking at my screenshots of the chat to see what
last week.
I said. I think I said A&M on that one.
And then, yes, Daniel says another big one was Miz and Vandy. And I know that I picked Vandy there, and Vandy came away victorious in that game as well, and looked good doing it. It was a competitive game.
Yeah, I picked Vandy in the chat for that one as well. And then outside of that, I think I did horribly.
And
outside of those two.
Ryan, you are muted, good sir. I don't know if you know that, but like we've got you on, but we can't hear you. And Daniel, Daniel picked LSU.
You should be able to hear me now, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
there's no feedback currently.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, I got it off my phone. For some reason, going through the web browser all of a sudden started static, and I couldn't get it to stop.
Okay.
And
So I just killed it on the phone and moved everything to my Mac.
Daniel says we all picked Vandy, so that was all a dub for everybody. Another
Yeah.
big game was Ole Miss and Oklahoma. I picked Ole Miss. I believe that Ryan picked Ole Miss. I
Technically, I have to give Mel's prop. She
Mel
picked Old
did,
Miss
and
because
yeah,
we were split, and she won, so it was Old Miss. Which I'm glad she won the rock paper scissors.
and I saw
Nice.
this news. This is devastating for them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pribula. I don't remember how you say his last name, but I know it's something along those lines. But he's done. Um, so that's a tough blow for them. Was our other big game Memphis and South Florida?
Yeah, that was one that y'all mentioned last week.
I mean, I know we
yeah,
talked about it. I just can't remember if that was the fourth big game. I feel
yeah.
like
It was.
it
Yeah,
was,
it was.
It
Yeah.
and I
was.
think we all lost that one. I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure we
We
picked
all
did,
South
had South
Florida.
Florida winning, and they should have, but
and
they
then they gave
ultimately
up
blew it.
17. Yeah, I was gonna say the fourth quarter they let them put up 17 unanswered points in that fourth quarter.
And
It's
we've
like,
seen
oh,
a
kill
lot
me.
of that this year, not just in college football, but in the NFL too. A big mess of fourth quarter comebacks. Oh, here's some just breaking news for you guys. Since we have gone live on the show, this has just come across the feed. And no surprise, should be zero surprise whatsoever here with all the news that's come out, but this saga just keeps getting better. LSU and AD Scott Woodward expected to separate in the near future.
Oh wow.
So when you can't do your job and you're not trusted to do your job as
Yeah.
the AD, yeah, you really need to go elsewhere because if you're So bye bye Scott and all the money that you have wasted at LSU and Texas A&M. Good luck in your future endeavors. Um, whatever they may be. So as the world turns, or as the crawdad sings, whatever we want to call it down there in Baton Rouge, um, I will say this: if you guys haven't seen it yet, there is a TikTok. And I don't know the guy's name. It's either a TikTok or an Instagram reel. It's one of the two, but I guarantee you, if you search it, you will find it. It's the funniest thing I've seen this week. There is a guy who is talking to his girlfriend about the Brian Kelly saga as if it's a breakup. Like he's trying to get her invested in Brian Kelly because he's like, so there's this guy named Brian, and he's got commitment issues. And like he was dating this girl, or he was dating this girl in Cincinnati, and then he was dating this girl in Indiana, and then everybody thought that was happy and working out great, and then he left that girl for a girl in Louisiana, and it's so good. Like he described it exactly like you would expect a girl to describe just tea. So please do yourself a favor and look up Guy Explains Brian Kelly Situation or Saga to his girlfriend. So good. It's about 2.5 3 minutes. It is worth your time. Very, very, very good. All right. We don't have the field to show you guys. Okay, so we're big question mark on the field this week. But let's get into our big four games this week and get everybody's feelings and picks on these. So first, there is a big game for two teams taking place in Neyland Stadium this Saturday. We all know Jason will be there selling his hats. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Boomer Sooner or is it going to be Rocky Top? Who takes home the W from Knoxville? Ryan, who you got?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Ryan takes Rocky Top. Ascalon.
As much as
Yep.
I hate to say this, because I do not like them, and Oklahoma let me down last week against Ole Miss. I'm going Tennessee.
Tennessee. Daniel, who you got? Are you saying go Vols? Are you saying Boomer Sooner?
He said it.
I almost threw up. Guys, we are bleeding orange across the board down here. Hopefully, Tennessee pulls it out. Once again, we are all together there. Jan, you can celebrate. We're all cheering for the Vols this weekend. That's a
For the
cool thing.
record, Mel was grumbling. I think she wanted Oklahoma, but she said go ahead and keep Tennessee.
She's driving. She can't rock, paper, scissors you this time.
Yep, she can't rock, paper, scissors this time. She's like, that's okay. Go ahead. They'll probably win anyway.
2 weeks in a row, 2 big games for the Commodores. This time, Pavia takes it on the road, and you got Vandy at Texas. Who you got?
I've been thinking about this one the whole time. If it was in Nashville, I would probably pick differently. But the fact that Texas is at home, and I know Vandy is higher ranked, but I'm going with Texas.
Right, Ascalon says Texas. Daniel, is this a tough one? Well, hello, Miss Linda. Welcome in. Go Longhorns. Oh, looky there. Look, Daniel threw the horns up. So Daniel is going Tejas. Who you got, Ryan?
This was a really, really tough one.
Yeah.
And I think we're also going to go with the home field advantage on this round and go with Texas.
So Ryan says Texas. All righty, folks. I am on the bandwagon, and I will fall off the second I get off it. But I am rolling with Pavia and the Doors, baby. I will pick against them when they play Tennessee in a few more weeks. But right now, I've got Vandy going to Texas and stealing a win. So I will not so fast, my friends, on you guys on that one. So
that's awesome.
I was torn, and honestly, I was leaning more towards Vandy, but Mel's like, no, let's do Texas. They're home. Vandy's a little bit higher on the poll, but as far as win-loss ratio, they're kind of neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, Texas is at home. I mean, that's going to be a tough one for Vandy.
Home field advantage. All right, next one. Our next 2 games are actually teams that we have not talked a whole lot about this year on the show, but they are very big games for all of them going forward. So this next one, we've got the Cincinnati Bearcats going on the road.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say, is that me freezing or is that actually Zach freezing this time?
I think that's Zach freezing.
Yeah, that's Zach freezing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
well,
yeah, I see. He's dropped some bars.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I know next up was Cincinnati versus Utah.
Yeah.
Who was the next group up. Let's see if
hopefully he'll pop back up. Scott got the screenshot of that too.
Of course he did.
All right, yeah, he left for a second, but hopefully he'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back in a second.
Well, I'm going to go. This was one of the ones I wrote down because I figured this will probably be mentioned. I just keep going home field advantage this week. I'm going Utah. I know they're lower in the top 25 compared to Cincy, but I think Utah gets it.
Yeah, and I was actually kind of thinking along the same lines. It seems like more and more frequently home field advantage is definitely something that is more teams are winning at home, I should say, than they are away.
All right, so I'm back. Did you guys say who you got? Who you got? Utah or Cincinnati?
Yeah, we both picked Utah.
Utah for Az. Utah for Ryan. Daniel is going Utah, and I am with you guys again on this one. I have Utah winning because of the home field advantage.
Yeah.
in this one.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what we were talking about.
too close to say between two pretty good football teams. So you got to give the edge there. And then the final game, and we saved it for
Big one.
last because of all of these, this is probably the biggest game for both of these teams. You have, and they're neither one are ranked, and both very well have arguments to be ranked. You've got the undefeated Navy Minutemen, okay, or excuse me, midshipmen, the Navy midshipmen, um, trying to keep that ship steady and keep that train rolling against the unbelievable offensive juggernaut that is North Texas. I mean, I sent these guys the stat sheet of the North Texas game from this past weekend where the no star, no scholarship quarterback that I don't even think played a single varsity football game at the position just threw for 640 something yards this past weekend. Okay. Whatever Coach Morris has going down there at North Texas is something special. Okay, so who do we have? I see Daniel says go Navy, so I am assuming that means DeFam expects Navy to keep on trolling and that they will again get their undefeated and probably be ranked at the end of next week if they do win. Ascalon, who you got?
So I was originally gonna say Navy because I'm looking at the top 25 poll and I'm looking at the others receiving votes. I think North Texas. I think they're gonna. They got only like 4 votes, so I'm gonna go with North Texas here. I think Navy is going to lose to North Texas, and I think that's gonna ruin their chances of getting in that top 25.
Ryan, who you got?
These were really 4 good games. They were all really
All
tough
tough.
to figure out.
Navy.
Mel says Navy, and I honestly would have said Navy before you sent the stat sheet for North Texas. And now I'm like,
Come on, have some faith in the Navy men.
but we're arguing. Screw the Navy. I mean, no. But you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Navy's going to pull it off, and they're going to keep their streak alive. So let's say Navy.
All right. Well, we are firmly split on this one because I, like Ascalon, I am taking North Texas in this game. I see Navy again has played every single game, has been close. Mind you, they've won every single game, which is great for them. I see the undefeated train stopping here in this incredible season for North Texas continuing. And instead of Navy being ranked next week, North Texas will be the one that, oddly enough, beating an undefeated, unranked Navy team gets them back into the top 25. But yes, I do believe of all 4 of those games, that one is the one that I want to watch more than the others. That one has me very, very, very intrigued. Yep, and look, that just like Daniel said, this is going to be the game of the week. I think so.
Yeah.
Unless it just becomes an a far out slaughter. If we'll see how good both these teams are playing each other.
I just think this is going to determine who enters that top 25.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, we're 5 minutes early, which will give everybody a chance to hop over to Scott's for trivia. But I want to give you guys a minute to be able to shout stuff out. So, Ryan, you're on the road. So I'll let you go first just in case you fall out here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. This weekend we're heading back to Kissimmee Prairie Preserve. We've vlogged it a couple of times, so I'm not actually going to shoot a vlog episode, but we'll probably do a couple of shorts. The thing that we are going to vlog, though, that you guys can expect is a steakhouse that's in the middle of a bar that looks like a piece of crap. But it is probably the best steaks we've had, even better than Ruth Chris and Burns. And it's called the Speckled Perch, which is this little back corner of this bar and grill place. So we're going to definitely vlog that, and that'll be out in a couple of weeks. But other than that, we just got a normal release on the PCAT channel, some more RV maintenance stuff. It's really a crappy one this week. It's us emptying the black and gray tanks from the RV. Play on words there. And then we've got the Thankful November coming up. So starting next week when we're back on our PCAT Lives right before the football game, it's all about what we're thankful for the year. And we're going to have Rob from Cruising on the High Seas of Travel, then Jimmy, the Astute Tourist, and then Jeremy and Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime as guests each of the first 3 weeks. And then our World America cruise. So some exciting stuff coming up.
That is awesome. There we go, Ascalon.
All right, so I do gaming on my channel in case you guys don't know. But it was kind of interesting that I'm on this show tonight because today EA dropped the roster update for College Football 26, and so I went through. Zach texted me this morning, and I was like, okay, I got to go through the games this week and try to figure out which ones I think that Zach's going to bring up. And so I was making picks based on the roster updates in College Football 26. Like the team rankings now currently and stuff, because they not only added more players into the game, which I made a spreadsheet of all the players you can edit in the game. So I'm gonna be working on version 3 this weekend. I hope to get a video out about that. But they also changed the ratings for individual players, like the ones that have been performing really well. They shot up with their overall rating in the game, and then those who have not been doing well, they went down. Like Georgia Tech looks really good in College Football 26. I'm going to have to keep using them if I ever play somebody else. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. So I'll be doing diving back into some more College Football 26 videos. And this was so awesome getting to be on the show tonight. I love to talk football, especially college football, any and every chance that I get. So I thank, everybody, Ron, Zach, Ryan, Mel. Thank y'all for allowing me to be on tonight. Like, it's been really fun.
I don't know why it's doing that. I pressed the button and
it's like a delay.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we really appreciate it. Next week Ron will be back. He'll be back to his usual hosting duties here next Thursday night, and we'll be in for a good time there, and we'll see how we did. Coming up on my channel over the course of the next week, we'll have the Nerd Herd out next on Sunday night. I did just release our next cruise vlog. It was our first full sea day, is what I showcased on Star of the Seas. Still have several more Star of the Seas videos coming your way. I'm not sure yet if both videos this upcoming week on Monday and Thursday will be Star or if I'll do something else. And this Saturday for the members, there will be a members video, not a members live, but a members video coming this Saturday morning. I'll put out for you guys. It's a Cooking with the Cokers episode. Jess made something pretty unique here at home, so we filmed that, and that'll be coming out Saturday for y'all to enjoy at some point this weekend. And then we are going somewhere that we've never been to Saturday night downtown, so I'm hoping to film that area and show it to you guys. I'm going to keep that under wraps, though, as to what it is and what all it has there, because I want y'all to be surprised. But that's what is coming up on the Coker Culture front. So from all of us here at Tailgate Trash Talk, thank you so much for coming. Thank you to that guy for being our guest tonight.
Oh, and I forgot to thank Daniels. Hey, Daniel, I forgot to thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks for being in the chat, Daniel.
Yeah, we appreciate you still tuning in. All right, guys, y'all have a fantastic night. We'll see you over in Scott's Live in just a minute. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.